Welcome to my channel. My name's Kristen. I normally do thrifting videos, but I really wanted to do one of these. So I am a fourth time mom. This is my fourth baby. And with my first baby, she was also a girl. So girl stuff, there's a lot more girl stuff. I have a boy and a girl and then another girl. This one, we're not announcing the gender until after. But with my first, I put all the stuff on the registry. I put all those fun things that you don't need. You just want. You see all of your other mom friends have it, or the social media influencers have it, or TV, or the magazines and stuff that you're looking at to make your registry. You're like, I need that stroller. I need this high chair. I need all of these expensive things. And the baby really doesn't need it. High chair, yes. When they get older, yeah. But right now, no, you don't need a high chair. You could put it on your registry and hopefully somebody will buy it so you don't have to, but they make cheap high chairs. You don't have to buy the $200 high chair. You can get like a 50, 40, 30. I've even seen them for 39 or 25. And you can get them at thrift stores too. Don't be scared of thrift stores because you can always wipe it down or wash it. Want all the clothes. I didn't even end up using all of those clothes. And I still took the tag off and washed them because I thought she was going to wear them. And she didn't. So I ended up donating or, keeping some extra, but I didn't use them all. And that was something that I made very well aware for my next baby, that I wasn't going to buy that many onesies because they don't wear them. And you may not, that baby, you're going to change it, wash the clothes, put the baby back in those clothes, or, things like that. But if you want to have more than 10 clothes, that's fine. So what I would suggest is sleepers. Now, I wouldn't suggest getting those cute dresses or the cute overalls for the little boys, because when they're that little, when they're this little, they want to be snuggled and their legs still curl up. You don't need to put them in overalls or the dress. If you want to, go ahead. Get your baby. But I'm telling you, you're going to want the baby to be comfy. Get a sleeper. And nowadays, they make the sleepers with the zippers. This one is a two-way zip. So it means it goes all the way down. And then it has a zipper up here. You could go this way too, and it opens. So I would do that. And these have the feet, and this is a newborn, so it has this still has the tag on it because it's a new one. But it has like the mitten thing, because baby mittens are useless. They're going to fall off. They're going to fall off, and you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them in the washer machine. Same with baby socks. Baby socks, I wouldn't buy. Just get you a sleeper. They already have the feet on it. This is what my babies ended up wearing after my first. So after my first, I was like, I'm not doing that again. She didn't wear all these cute dresses. She might have worn them a couple of times when we had like family over. But that was it. We weren't wearing it on a day-to-day basis, right? So sleepers. So with my second, sleepers for all day. So as soon as he woke up, he got a new one. And then if he peed it or, got boo-boo on it, it's going to happen, or spit up, you just change them into another sleeper. And then you have your laundry, you wash it, wear it again, right? I do laundry every day, but I'm a family of 5, soon to be a family of 6. So I have to do laundry every day, or it'll be a mountain. But yeah, get these and get them on all different sizes. This is like a really stretchy material. This one's just a Walmart, and it's the Modern Moments. I really like this one because it's like really thin. And babies do sweat and things like that, so you might as well just keep them in something comfy. And their little umbilical cord, you don't want to put them in something that's going to rub on that, because I tried those gowns and those are super cute, so freaking cute. I did it with my first, loved it, had no problems. And then with my boy, I bought the boy gowns, put him in the boy gowns, and it pulled on his belly button because it had like the cinch at the bottom. I don't have them with me or I'd show you. They have like a little cinch at the bottom, some of them do, or they have a tie at the bottom. This one had the cinch, and the cinch had rolled up when he was sleeping, and I didn't realize it, and it was rubbing on his umbilical cord, like the little crusty, and it ended up pulling it off before it was ready to come off and ended up bleeding. So I won't use those gowns anymore. Y'all want to use gowns? Use gowns. I just won't, unless it's the ones that have the ties at the bottom. So then we get into sleeping. Okay, so you don't need that $1,000 bassinet that jiggles and moves. You don't need it. But yes, you don't need the bassinet. I do have one, but this is from a friend. I did not pay for it. And if you have more than one child, you can just keep that bassinet and use it. Or you can go to a thrift store. They have them all the time. Or the big consignment sales at kid stores. My favorite item for babies is the muslin blanket. So I didn't have that with my first. My first was in 2014. So I didn't have the muslin blankets with her, and I didn't have the zipper onesies with her, which I wish I had. We had snaps back then. I know 2014 was only 10 years ago, but we still didn't have the zippers. And if they were zippered, they were the most expensive ones. So now you can get the zippered ones, you know, everywhere, Walmart or Amazon or Target, wherever you shop. But muslin blankets is my favorite item, okay? So you can use these for everything. So they're really thin if you don't know, and they have like that waffle material. This is just one from Target, and then I also have some from Amazon that I haven't opened yet. But you could use these as, you know, to cover yourself if you're breastfeeding. If you don't want to cover yourself, don't cover yourself. But I don't feel comfortable being in the store not covered, and that's okay. That's okay. So you can use this. It's really thin, but they do get hot under these still, so it's not like it's, you know, gonna keep them cool. You can put this over your stroller. You can put this over your car seat. You can wrap them and swaddle them in it. People use these as burp cloths. I know I did. I also used it just like to lay it on the ground for them to play on, because you don't need that baby mat. That's another thing that you don't need. They're fun. They're cute. They make all these cute ones now, and ones that light up. You don't need that. You just throw a blanket on the ground, put some toys on the ground. You could even put like, this is gonna sound weird, but like remotes. Babies love household stuff. You don't need the toys. Do you want the toys because they're fun and they're being advertised to you? Yes, yes you do. But you don't need them. You could put spatulas down. When they get big enough to play, they'll still play with it. Do my kids have toys? Yes. But do they need it? No. Because they'll play with household stuff. So muslin blankets are my favorite. Now, when it comes to burp cloths, they package these burp cloths and they're small and they're like this, right? And they make muslin ones, so you might as well just get the muslin blanket, so that way you have a bigger area. With my third baby, she had horrible projectile vomit when she was a baby, all the way up till she was about almost a year. So we dealt with that. And those little burp cloths weren't catching any of it. So as soon as she ate, it was right back out. And it wasn't just like the little trickle, it was like everything that was in her tummy was gone. So we would just walk around, or me, I would just walk around with the big giant, you know, like bath towel that you would use for yourself. But I designated a couple old ones just for her, because I already knew she was going to be throwing up, and that was just her towels, right? So you would use them in the day, wash them, use them again, wash them, use them again. And that's what you do with burp cloths anyways, but this one was bigger, and that's what we needed at the time. Then the strollers and baby carriers. So with the stroller, with my first, I had the stroller that came with the car seat, and it was just like the stroller that had the 4 wheels. I don't still have it now. I ended up giving it away. But it had the 4 wheels. Y'all see them. And that's what we used, and it worked. And you could put the car seat in it. So when they're an infant and little and can't hold their head up, they have to stay in the car seat and not the stroller part, because the stroller part's upright like a chair. But they make other strollers that you can lay them down and you could put the baby in it. Those are nice and fancy, but you don't need them. You could always just put them in the car seat, put them in one of those strollers, or you could baby wrap. Baby wrap's my absolute favorite. I like doing that because you could take it anywhere. You could use it around the house. You can't have the stroller in the house. And a baby wants to be on you at all times. It's human nature. We are social creatures, and we want to be on attached, especially when they just came out. I don't use the baby wrap when they first come out. because, you know, your guts are still healing. And it's tight. You don't want it. It's not comfortable. I do have a Moby Wrap. I'll show you. I've used other brands. I've used like the off-brand ones on Amazon, and they're nice too, but I like the Moby Wrap. And if you're using a baby wrap, I would look up the hip dysplasia website. I can put that in my description so you can find it. But it's a hip dysplasia website, and it tells you what baby wraps are safe for their hips. Because when you're putting the baby in the wrap, it'll look like this. You see how their legs are hanging out? And some baby wraps have it to where they go too far out and it hurts their legs or their spine. And you don't want that. So this is a new one. Because it was like, treat yourself, right? And this one is Winnie the Pooh. It's so cute. And it's just one big giant piece of cloth. That's all it is. And it is intimidating when you're first trying to figure out how to wear it. I know it was intimidating for me when I first started trying to do it with my second, because I didn't do it with my first. Everything that I'm doing now, I wish that I would have done with my first, because I felt like it would have been so much easier. And you find the middle part of this thing. It always has like the tag. This is just like printed on, so it's not going to hang off or anything. And this side's just plain. So you're going to have the Winnie the Pooh hanging out this way, and this is going to be up against your clothes or your skin, however you want to wear it. And then you're going to put the middle right on your belly, right? You're not going to use it now because you're pregnant, but you put it on, right? Like that. And then you keep wrapping it around. I can do one of those tutorial videos later, but we're just going to talk about what we're using right now. But it is trial and error to get these things on, but after you figure it out, it's easy peasy. I swear, it's easy. It's like second nature almost. And I would just wear this already. I would put it on before we were going somewhere. So if I knew we were going to go to the park, or if we were going to go to the zoo or anything like that, I would put it on before I even got in the car, so I didn't have to do it in the parking lot. That's a little tip. So it is big. It wraps around. It's one size fits all is what it says, or fits most. But this one is way bigger. The Moby Wrap is way bigger than my off-brand Amazon ones. So I would say this one probably fits more people, more sizes than the off-brand ones. And then you have the ones that buckle. I like the one that's just the one single fabric because it's easier to wash. You throw those buckles in, it's loud in your washer machine, and some of them you can't wash in a washer machine. You have to hand wash. This one you can throw in the wash and wash it that way. And then soap. So I don't use Johnson & Johnson soap, and I know what you're thinking. Why not? I like to use more clean ingredients than the advertised baby product that's not clean. Just because they say it is doesn't mean it is. Just read the back of the ingredients. Now, I use the same soap for all of my kids, myself, and my husband. We each have our own, soap. He likes a different smell. My husband likes a different smell than I do, and my kids, things like that. But I like Dr. Brunner's, or Brunner's, whatever you call it, the Castile Soap. I'm probably saying that all wrong. But we use this for shampoo. We use this for body wash. We use this to get stains out of clothes. This I swear by. I swear by this. My kids have sensitive skin and they do not have problems using this. So this is lavender smell, and they also have the baby one on their website, and it's unscented. So you can get that one too. And that's what I'll be using for the baby, is the unscented one. And they also have an unscented lotion, which is what I'll be using, because I won't use the Johnson & Johnson. It's my 4th time. For baby detergent, you don't need Drift or Dreft, whatever you call it. You don't need any of that, because that Dreft still has perfumes in it, and those perfumes can irritate the baby skin. I don't use perfume. I don't use scented detergent. You can get the 7th generation detergent that's like all free and clear. You can use that. Or I use Sal Suds. So this is a concentrate, and this is also Dr. Brunner's, and it's also all-purpose cleaner, but I use this for detergent. And it's made for detergent. It's made for cleaning products. You can't put this in a dishwasher though. Don't do that in a dishwasher. But it's 1 tablespoon if you have an HE washer, and it's 2 tablespoons if you don't have an HE washer. And you just put it right in your washer machine, like little thing, or right in the top if you have a top loader, and that's it. You don't need to use all of this like you would if it was Tide or something else, because this is concentrate and that's not. But this also doesn't have a smell. Your clothes aren't going to have that perfume smell. It's not going to smell like that baby detergent. I'll be honest, it's not. But your clothes aren't going to come out smelling like boo-boo or throw up either. That's why I like this, because it does get the smells out and doesn't leave any perfumes on the clothes. And with baby bathtubs, I know baby bathtubs are really popular because they're cute and you think you need it. You probably don't need it. They make the ones that can go in the bathtub, or you can just bathe them in the sink. And I know some people don't do that, but I do. I clean my baby in the bathroom sink until they're able to hold their head up, and I can put them in the bathtub. And you just hold on to them, wash them off, get them out. They're not going to be playing in it because they're too tiny. Just clean your sink before, not with bleach. Don't clean your sink with bleach and then put your baby in it. Just clean the sink, rinse it out, with soap and water. Rinse it out, make sure there's no dishes or anything sharp that the baby can reach. But when they're that tiny, they're not going to reach for stuff. Hold on to them and wash them, get them out, put their little towel on. And with towels, you don't need the hooded towel. And then when you're washing them with a washcloth, I use just a washcloth that, we had at the house. I didn't buy just the little teeny tiny packs of baby washcloths. I did with my first because it's cute. With my second I didn't. With my third I didn't. We just used regular washcloths and that still does its job. And same with towels. I didn't buy the hooded towels. We just used our own bath towels. And it works. And then you put their little diaper on and everything else. Then what else the last thing I would say you would need is diapers. Diapers and wipes. That's a given because they need it. They have to have something to go in. So whether it's the disposable or the cloth diapers. And I plan on doing cloth diapers this go around. I did not use them with my other 3, but I really want to try it out this time. You can get those on Facebook Marketplace used if you're okay with that. Just wash them. You can get them at consignment sales. They will also probably be used, but sometimes you can get them brand new at consignment sales, or you can get them on Amazon or their own websites. I will be doing an unboxing of those because that's coming in the mail pretty soon. I don't know when yet, but it said it shipped. So I will be looking those or showing you guys those. And then baby bottles. So if you plan on breastfeeding, I would still have baby bottles just in case. Not saying breastfeeding is not going to work out for you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you are in the trenches and you feel like it's not working out for you and you feel terrible for giving up, or if you feel all of those types of feelings about breastfeeding, I would just do yourself and your mental health a huge favor and already have some bottles for backup just in case. Give that baby some formula or some pumped milk. You will feel so much better. You're going to beat yourself up and that's okay. You're going to feel terrible, but that baby's still going to be fed either way. And then that will help you. Okay. And maybe even putting it in a bottle and giving it to your husband to say, hey, I need to go get a shower. Can you feed the baby? Or have your friends do it, or your mom, or whoever you have around you, so you can have a break. Why I would suggest having some just in case, because your hormones are gonna go crazy after you have a baby. It's gonna happen because you have so many to grow the baby, and then it's gone, right? So you're going through all of it. You're going through so many transitions. You're learning new things, just like the baby's learning new things. That baby's learning how to eat and do all these things because it was all snuggly and warm in here, and didn't have to worry about where his next meal was coming from or her next meal was coming from because there's an umbilical cord, right? Everything's gonna be brand new for you and the baby. And if you have this in your pantry or in your closet or wherever you're keeping it, just as a peace of mind, saying, hey, if I need this, that's okay. It is okay. With my first, I couldn't breastfeed for very long. I did it for 5 weeks and I struggled and ended up giving her a bottle. And I felt terrible. I cried. I felt like I was the worst mom ever, but she was getting fed. And that's what mattered. And then with my son, I wasn't able to give him what he needed, and I had to do both. I had to supplement with formula, and then I just ended up drying up because I wasn't getting that latch anymore, and pumping was terrible for me. I hated it, and that's okay too. Baby's still getting fed. This, with my third, I ended up bottle feeding from the get-go. With this one, I want to try to do both again. I really want to try, and if it doesn't work out, I'm still okay with it. I'm still okay. So these are the bottles I like. They're Nourish by Boone. They do have a silicone insert, so the baby's not getting plastic. It is wrapped in plastic, but the baby's not having the milk in plastic. It's in silicone. And same as the nip. The nip is silicone. So you know those Playtex drop-ins? Y'all know those? It's like that. It's like that, but not disposable. So it'll still like close all the way whenever they're drinking, so they're not getting all that air. I wanted to try glass bottles this go around, but I haven't gotten any yet. Here's what it looks like. They are large, and that's what this looks like. So you can get the smaller ones that are like 4 ounces. This is an 8-ounce bottle. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And you just take this out, put it back in, and then if you're wondering how do I know how many ounces it goes, it is marked. I don't know if you can see all those lines. And then on here, the first line is 1 ounce, the second line is 2 ounces, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So you would just put your scoops in there or your breast milk in there and call it a day. Make yourself feel better too, because that's important, is mommy's health too, not just babies. And you can find these at thrift stores, baby bottles. I always see baby bottles at thrift stores. But if you don't want to do that, you don't want to use used, you don't have to. You can buy the new ones. Now the only thing left I would have to buy is a new crib mattress. I already have the crib, but the crib mattress is really old and I'm going to get a new one. But I don't need it right now because the baby's not old enough to go in the crib and sleep. I hope that if you're watching this and you watched all the way through, that you do get some relief knowing that you don't need the most expensive things for your baby, because you don't. You can use what you have. You can get stuff from the thrift store. You can go to Facebook Marketplace. You can even put it on your registry and hope that somebody buys it for you. And if they don't, that's okay. You will be okay. The baby will be okay. The baby has no clue about the name brands, or if you bought the $300, $500 crib. They have no clue. They just want to eat and snuggle with you. And that's what matters most, is the baby being healthy and you are healthy. And that's the only thing that matters. But that's what I wish somebody would have told me as a first-time mom, that we didn't need all that stuff. And that's okay. But that's me in today's video. Thank you for watching this whole thing. I thought it was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll do some more videos like that. But thank you for watching. And that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope y'all are having a great day and a wonderful weekend. If you liked this video, there's 2 more that you can click on. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.